Where are the fuel spray nozzles located in a turbine engine? Externally or internally on the combustion chamber? Name the heat sources for the operation of fuel heaters used in turbine engines. Heat exchangers use bleed air or engine oil. What engine variables are sensed by a hydro-mechanical fuel control? RPM, compressor inlet pressure temperature, burner pressure, compressor discharge pressure EGT, TIT. What type of fuel control unit is used in turbine engines? Hydro-mechanical electric fuel. What is meant by trimming a turbine engine? Adjusting the fuel control specific gravity for proper idle and full throttle RPM. When should a turbine engine be trimmed? Loss in engine power manufacturer specifies. What specifications are used to trim a turbine engine? Data plate on the engine. What are two types of electric fuel controls for turbine engines? EEC and FADEC. What is FADEC? Full authority, digital electronic control. Does a turbine engine controlled by a FADEC require manual trimming?
No.
FADEC is self-trimming. What are two most commonly used carburetors in small reciprocating engines? Float and pressure. What is the purpose of a mixture control and a float-type carburetor? To control the fuel-air mixture with altitude changes. Altitude changes, air density changes. What is the purpose of an accelerating system on a float-type carburetor? Throttle is opened rapidly, accelerating pump will temporarily enrich the mixture in the venturi. Describe the purpose and operation of a venturi. Proportions the air-fuel mixture, lowers the pressure at the discharge nozzle, and limits airflow at full throttle. Proportions the air-fuel mixture. Lowers the pressure at the discharge nozzle. Limits airflow at full throttle. What is the function of a metering jet? Limits the fuel flow when the throttle valve is wide open. What will be the result of using excessively rich idle mixtures? Carbon fouling of the spark plug. What is the purpose of the economizer system in a float carburetor? The economizer provides additional fuel at higher throttle settings. What RPM indication should result when the mixture control is placed in the idle cutoff position when the idle mixture is set correctly? Slight increase in RPM, rapid drop to 0. What are 3 types of carburetor icing? Throttle, impact, and fuel evaporation. What is the typical fuel pressure in a float-type carburetor? 3 to 5 psi. Where does a pressure injection carburetor obtain fuel pressure? Boost pump for starting, engine-driven fuel pump for normal operations. What operates an automatic mixture control on a pressure carburetor? Sealed bellows that expand or contract with changes in atmospheric pressure. In what position do you place the mixture control of a pressure injection carburetor to stop the engine? In the idle cutoff position. What is the purpose of filling a pressure injection carburetor full of fuel and allowing it to soak for a period of about 8 hours prior to installation? To soften the diaphragms.